Okay, so we're going to work on a mounted arm triangle into a leg triangle. So, with the mount, I prefer to do the arm triangle with the mount because if you lose the position or if you lose the lock, you haven't lost position, and I think there's fewer defenses for the guy on the bottom as opposed to jumping off to the side, putting me on stomach, that kind of thing. So, let's just say I'm here, I've got my my left arm under his neck, maybe Darren's pushing up, that kind of thing, and I just pop his elbow and I start moving my head to the ground. Now my left arm, I want to keep it nice and deep. My hand almost, my finger's almost in his armpit itself. My shoulder kind of down so it's across his neck. My head all the way on the ground. My right hand is going to post out for base. And then all I'm really going to do is just roll my shoulder across and push my head in. And I can almost use my hand to help push my head a little bit. So I have the two forces going together against his carotid arteries. So my hand's deep, fingers in the armpit, head on the ground, rolling the shoulder, pushing off the hand in the head for the quick tap. And this works pretty well, but when you start getting some resistance, what somebody who tends to be more advanced is going to do is bridge into the choke itself. So a more beginner person, when I'm here, might bridge to Darren's side here, and it's pretty easy to stay on, and it actually makes the choke even tighter. What somebody who's more advanced is going to do is they're going to bridge into the choke itself. And if I don't do anything, he gets his elbow down right here, now he's out of the lock. I mean, I still have some good position, but if he gives a good hard bridge, boom, now we're in trouble. But if you notice his right arm, when he does that, almost everyone tends to grab around the rib cage like this, almost like an underhook. So when we're in the position, I have a lock, and he bridges. If I step my foot up, keep my elbow pinched in, I now have this arm trapped. I can pin his arm down, lift his head up, whip my leg around, figure four my feet. I've got a nice triangle, and I have a nice little arm bar, or an elbow lock, or a shoulder lock if I want that as well. So, one more time. I'm here in the mount. I've got my arm underneath his head. Maybe he's pushing up a little bit. I let him push a little harder. Then I smack the elbow, knock my head aside, nice and deep with the arm, shoulder around the neck, fingers in the armpit, head on the ground, hand posted out. I start pushing in. He gives me a good hard bridge. I trap his arm, trap his other arm, keep his head up, whip my leg, bring my knee all the way through, figure four my legs, and I got a nice arm lock and triangle. So, once again, you might not be excited by the technique, but you're pretty excited by the gi. You're very excited by the belt. They're both rollbless. You should get them. They're the best custom gis on the planet. rollblissgi.com. Thank you.